Hey everyone, welcome back to another figure review. This time I'll be reviewing another part of Marvel Legends. And this time I'll be reviewing Sharon Cartor, also known as 1813. This figure is actually part of the Red Skull Build-A-Figure wave, or Red Onslaught, whatever you want to call it, which is actually based on the Marvel's Axis storyline, where Red Skull grave robs Professor X's brain and mix it with his brain. So now he has powers of Professor Xavier. And because of this, this actually caused the good guys to become bad guys and the bad guys to become good guys. A very interesting concept. Knowing Brian Michael Bendis' work, that he can be a hit and miss sometimes, or most of the time. And I want you guys to tell me how you guys feel about Brian Michael Bendis' leaving Marvel to join DC. So I want you guys to tell me how you feel in the comments below. So back to the figure. Now, Sharon Cartor was originally the younger sister of Peggy Carter, and Peggy Carter was actually was Captain America's girlfriend during World War II. Now, years later, I guess the writers at the time decided to retcon Sharon Cartor as Peggy Carter's niece, and who is now Captain America's girlfriend. It's kind of weird, but I'm kind of a little bit surprised that it works. I mean, when I was a kid, I've been told, if it works, don't bother fixing it. That's actually a lesson that DC should learn about New 52. The character has made an appearance in Captain America Winter Soldier and Captain America Civil War. She's been portrayed by Emily Van Camp. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. I'm probably saying her name wrong. Knowing me, I probably butcher a lot of people's names wrong. So I apologize for that. I also want to apologize for not making any videos lately. You see, I've been pretty busy these last 5 months. I've been kind of busy, with college and all, and everything else. These last 5 months, there was some good, some bad, but most has been a lot of good. I have been having some problems now and then, but nothing too serious. I'm a little bit sick right now, so as you can tell by the sound of my voice, so you might not gonna hear any bad jokes or jokes at all. So this might be a very quick review. So with that figure said, with that being said, let's take this figure out. Alright, so here we are with this figure out. Now I'm not gonna lie, this figure is a piece of crap. So let's pan this down. If I didn't know any better, I'd say they used the same mold from the from one of the Black Widow figures in the past. I mean, this is a crappy figure. The only thing about the figure I do like is the hair. That's about it. The eyes are, I'm very disappointed in this figure. Let me zoom in. Alright. I mean, I do like the holsters and the way that the guns are sculpted in. It's too bad you can't take it out. It does come with accessory, this gun. Now, this gun is actually a repaint of the Captain America Winter Soldier Build-A-Figure wave. I think it was a sleeper agent. The Red Skull's gun, which I don't have it with me right now because I can't find it. But, this is a repaint of that. Now, this figure does come with the right leg of Red Onslaught, or Red Skull, whatever you want to call it. I should just call it Red Onslaught. So it comes with the right leg. And it comes with this. The gun, which I just talked about. Now, to me, it doesn't really look like a gun. Kind of looks like a grappling hook gun. So disappointed in this figure. So disappointed. I mean, the arms look almost like alien-like, unrealistic. Not to mention the hands. And this too. I mean, this is very disappointing. I mean, like, you know, you can't exactly do a lot of poses with this figure, and like, you know, not mostly because of the, you know, the guns and the, well, I mean, the belt and the holsters. I mean, every time I try to get this figure to stand, like, you know, it keeps falling down. And like, you know, clearly somebody at Hasbro is being lazy about this figure. I mean, I like the fact they're recycling molds, but you know, why not just make a new mold? If you guys see my last video where I mentioned where I had a conversation with Decayed and Raven, one of my followers on Instagram and one of my subscribers, it's one of the names she goes by. You know, we were actually talking about, you know, body change, you know, body types, and you know, and like, you know, I'm getting really sick and tired of, like, you know, having like skinny female figures, and this is kind of a little bit stereotypical. I mean, like, you know, every time they do a female figure, you know, for DC Universe Classics and Marvel Legends, you know, they don't always do a very good job at it. It's almost like they have two different people, you know, doing two different things. Like, you know, making the arms and making the legs. And then, you know, sometimes it doesn't really match, what doesn't exactly match what they're going for. I mean, this is a real disappointment. I mean, like, the only decent figure you can actually have is, like, you know, either it's from DC Direct or Marvel Select. I mean, this is really disappointing. I mean, again, like, if I didn't know any better, I'd say this is actually based on one of the Black Widow figures in the past. I mean, I feel like this is just a repaint. I don't know if you can see it too well because of the lighting. I mean, to me, it feels like this is Black Widow. So I guess let's get to the articulation of this figure. The head can't exactly turn that well because, you know, due to the ponytail. You can turn up and down, only not very much because of the ponytail. The abs can go up and down. It can also swivel too. Now the waist doesn't swivel. I mean, I take that back. The arms can swivel too. The arms can go up and down. The elbows can have a hinge. The hands can swivel too. Okay, the leg can go up, and that's about it because of the belt and the holsters. This can swivel too, not very much because of the holsters. Double hinge knees. The ankle can swivel. And this can go up and down. I mean, I'm sorry, but you know, this is a very disappointing figure. I mean, the only thing about this figure I do like is that, you know, the way the hair is. Sorry. The only thing about this figure I do like is that the way the hair is sculpted in the, you know, the guns and the holsters, and that's about it. I mean, this figure is basically a piece of crap. Excuse me. I mean, like, you know, I was right. This was actually going to be a very quick review. If I were to rate this figure, I give it at least like a 2 out of 5. And that's just being nice. I mean, like, you know, they can do a lot better. I mean, like, again, like, you know, if you guys see my last video where I mentioned where I had a very good conversation, a very interesting conversation with, you know, Decayed and Raven, and she and I were talking about, you know, body types in GTA and how would it be nice if we were able to change them. And like, you know, and it's just too bad, like, you know, they can't do something like this for female figures. I mean, I'm getting really sick and tired of the, you know, the arms, and, you know, like, some female figures tend to break more than the, you know, more than the male figures. Sorry. But, like, you know, it's a real disappointment. I mean, like, this is basically a white version of Black Widow with a different head sculpt. I mean, like, if you look real closely at the eyes, it's almost like they're spaced apart. I mean, they could have done a whole lot better for this one. I mean, it's kind of like if you have like an ex-girlfriend who basically cheated on you, or an ex-boyfriend who cheated on you, and, like, you know, with somebody that looks like a piece of crap. I could have done better. I mean, they could have done better with this figure. I mean, it's very disappointing for me. So, like I said, this is actually a very fast review. I also want to say, again, you know, I apologize for not making any videos. Again, I've been pretty busy the last 5 months. You know, been pretty busy. There were some good, some bad. Mostly there were some good. Mostly were mostly good. You know, I'm, you know, busy, you know, with college and all. I mean, I have been playing my guitar a lot, and been working out, and I'm, again, sick right now. So, you know, if you guys like this video, please leave a like, please leave a comment below. If you guys like me ranting, you know, please subscribe for more videos. Please click on a notification so you can be up to date with more videos in the future. And if you guys have any suggestions, what should I do for more of my my YouTube channel, like, you know, in regards for Marvel Legends reviews, or what I should do, you know, I'm open. You know, I'm open-minded. You know, just leave a comment below and tell me what I should do. If you have any ideas, I'm open. So with that being said, the Gothic Knight is signing out.